Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Kathleen Shattuck with elvenstarreiki. I am a Reiki Master Teacher. I am a psychic medium. I am a shaman and a galactic starseed. I just like to call myself a galactic shaman. It makes things a little bit easier. But really, what I mostly am, besides a psychic and a way shower and a guide, I am a healer. And this is what I do for a living. 5 days a week, I'm doing healings on people, energy healing, shamanic healings, cord cuttings, shamanic soul retrieval. I have a lot of services. If you are interested in booking a personal healing or reading with me, I will have all of that information for you, including my website, in the description link below. But for now, today, I would like to wish you all a very happy new moon in Sagittarius. We are on, I believe, the 22nd of November 2022. So we are in kind of the tail end of the energies that we had with this last eclipse in Scorpio. I just wanted to show you really quick. This is my incense holder. See, she's a little fairy. For those of you who do not know, I work with the angels and I also work with the fairies. So I collect, all kinds of fairy things, and I just wanted to show that off. And the incense that we are using today is my absolute favorite incense. I will have some of this available for sale on my website soon. I ordered some bulk, so look for that soon. This Galaka Nagchampa incense. It is a beautiful scent, and this is the favorite incense of my guides. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and just kind of clear the air a little bit. I have been feeling a lot of heavy energies. So in addition to lighting some incense, I am going to smudge. Okay, we have a little tiny bit of Palo Santos left here. I want to stress to all of you the importance of not forgetting to clean your environment. And I kept hearing my guides telling me the last couple of days, you need to clean, you need to clean. Well, I wasn't thinking about, I was thinking, oh, I need to just clean up, kind of the clutter, which I did. But then they kept telling me, no, you need to clean. I'm like, oh, they mean to clean the energy. And so that's exactly what I'm doing here. Whether you use sage, whether it's Palo Santos, or another really good one is like frankincense oil, or even dragon's blood. Those are all excellent ways that you can do a smoke-based smudging and clearing, and do this on yourself. You can use one of these. Hi, Terry. I love it. This is a kind of a feather wand. You can take the smoke and kind of catch it up with the feather. Just be careful not to bump it so it doesn't burn. Get the smudge all over yourself like this, see? And so doing this cleans your environment. It basically kicks out all negative energy, entities, and their ick, okay, for several weeks, okay? You'll know when it's time to smudge again when you come home and you've been in the door maybe 10 minutes and you're already starting to kind of feel like you're maybe getting in a bad mood or getting irritated. These are all very subtle clues that the energy in your home has gone stagnant, and it's time to clean it out. Besides a thorough, cleaning, you also should be smudging at least once a month, along with your, kind of deep cleaning. Okay, so enough about smudging. Today is the new moon in Sagittarius, and I'm not feeling like a whole lot going on with these energies. What I'm really feeling, and I didn't really make a video, I did kind of a Scorpio season video last month for you, but this feels more like just a solidifying of all of those energies. We had a lot of emotional energy come up with the Scorpio eclipse that we had last month. And I think this Sagittarius new moon is just kind of getting our bearings. So I wanted to come on today and just do a video for you guys, and let's see where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the classic Morgan Greer deck, and I just want to ask what's going on. And I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for coming back and paying me a visit. I always love to have your company, and I'm really looking forward to the day where I have enough subscribers that I can actually go live and, you know, have some fun with you guys and do some readings and things. So, but for now, we'll just do these little readings just to, you know, keep this channel going. Let's begin. 3 shuffles, and we're going to ask, what is the current collective energy? What is the collective sitting in right now? Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and move you guys so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out where we're at. Okay. All right, we've got 2 of Pentacles has come out here. So the 2 of Pentacles is all about making a decision, and it is also about finding balance. As many of you know, the Pentacles represent our finances. They represent our abundance, our career, our stability, our ability to make money. And so I'm really noticing the ship in the background, and it's kind of like an urgent feeling that I'm getting with this card. It's like you need to make a decision now and stick with it, because your ships are in and they're going to sail away. I'm feeling like there could be a missed opportunity if one waits too long here when it comes to your career, when it comes to ways to make money. I think you know, the time is now. Essentially, the time is now. Whatever whoever's watching this, whatever you are working on right now and you're trying to make a decision, you need to act. Okay, there's a decision that needs to be made here when it comes to how you're making money, and that ship is here right now. You need to hop on it and sail. Okay. And then we got the 2 of Swords. Okay, again, this is about making a decision. And do you see this very new crescent moon in the background? And I find that no coincidence that we are having a new moon today in Sagittarius. So somebody is at a crossroads here. This is always a card of kind of, you know, blindly making a decision, not sure which way to go. The swords here represent mental energy. So this is somebody that's really tripped up in their head and not sure which way to go. My advice for this card is to you know, get out of your head and move down into your heart. Release whatever is troubling you and make the intention that clarity be brought into your life with this new moon. As you know, new moons are about calling in energy to you. They are about planting a seed. So I would say the seed for whoever's feeling this way, definitely release confusion. Release confusion and ask for clarity. Bring clarity in, okay, with this energy. Right next we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, that tells me that kind of what this is leading up to collectively is we are looking at our closest relationships. The Knight of Cups, he's Prince Charming. This is about love. This is about emotions. The cups, of course, represent our emotions, as does water in the tarot. So with these 3 together, this is telling me that our foundations have been really shaken up with this eclipse energy. I think many relationships have ended, and relationships that were strong enough are now faced with a new beginning. But I want to warn here, with this new beginning that you've got going on, there needs to be a decision made and action taken for this all to solidify. You cannot sit here in this binded position and expect forward action in anything in your life. This is a very paralyzed energy. So it's really important, whoever's sitting in this, to recognize that you're frozen and that you need to, try to snap yourself out of it. make a decision, because that's what's going to bring all of this beautiful new energy into your life. You just got to let go of the old and make a decision here. And then the final card that we got is the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit is a card of Virgo. And the Hermit card for me always indicates a need to take a time out, a need to go within, to self-reflect, to look at maybe the last 6 months of your life and see what changes you're wanting to make. The Hermit is the wise old man on the top of the mountain. He is the one that the seekers, climb the mountain to, pay pilgrimage to this wise sage who has been through everything in life. And so this card is saying it's maybe time to seek. If you're having problems making a decision and you're feeling really, really stuck, it is time to seek some help. Seek someone who has been there, someone that can help kind of pull you out of this energy, whether that's a professional person, whether that's a counselor, a healer, or, a minister, someone who is wise in spirit. This is the energy that we are to embody. And if we cannot find a way to embody that for ourselves, I feel like the advice is to seek wisdom, to seek a teacher, to seek a wise person that can help you, move through this, get out of your head, figure out what it is that you want. Because all of these cards together tell me that somebody is really going through it here. I don't have the Tower card. I feel like the Tower already happened with the, the Scorpio season. So whoever this I'm reading for, my advice to you is, yes, go within, try to meditate. But if you're really struggling, I would like you to, probably seek some, seek some professional advice, or even seek some wise counsel. Somebody who embodies this Hermit energy, okay? All right, so get a good look at those. We've got the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. And we've got 2-2. Okay, interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take those out now. And I'm going to ask some different questions. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we've got fighting going on. We've got a real internal struggle here on which direction we want to head. So this is interesting. Okay, but this is good though, because that means change is actually happening. Change is coming. Which I have been, basically shouting at the rooftops for the last 6 months that change needs to happen, right? Okay. Now I want to go into the Lost Hollow Tarot. For those of you who have not watched before, here's the cover. It's a little beat up, but it's the coolest tarot deck. All of these are like kind of like a graphic, novel, like comic book art. They're all black, red, and white. There's just a few. There's the Fool card. So yeah, I like this tarot deck. People call, my clients call this tarot deck my scary tarot deck. And that is because it does not hide. It doesn't lie. It doesn't sugarcoat anything. It gives you your medicine straight up. So what we're going to ask right now is, what is the cure for what is going on? What actions do we need to take as a collective? We saw in the last cards that I pulled that there is a definite need to make a decision. There is a need to, kind of stop juggling everything and focus on just one thing. And we had the Knight of Cups come up, which, this could be about love too. So we're going to find out what is keeping us in, it's stuck. Okay, here we have stagnation. This is the Seven of Pentacles, okay? But in this deck, it's stagnation. So, and I'm seeing roots. You see all these pentacles here and how it's like somebody planted seeds, and now before they're even grown, they're kind of like ripping them up by the roots. I don't feel like these pentacles were grown all the way. I feel like this is telling us about money, perhaps something about our spending habits too, that we are not giving our money time to grow. Perhaps we are not being careful when it comes to spending, or we're being careless when it comes to making certain investments. So I want you guys to think about that. Pentacles is it's about our money, it's about our career, it's about our kind of our home, our foundations. Okay, so whatever I just said, apply that to you. Okay. We also got the Prince of Pentacles that came out here. So this is a very fast moving energy. This is my player card. This is somebody who's just wanting to paint the town red. See, he's sitting on that pinnacle. And, you know, I feel like this is kind of... this is living in luxury. This card reminds me of someone who is living way beyond their means. They are trying to project a certain like image when really, you know, they're dirt ass poor and can barely afford to eat, but they're trying to, you know, wear all the best brands, the best clothes. That would be a, you know, an example of somebody who is not, balanced, okay, in their finances. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what else is holding back the collective at this time, please. What energies are holding the collective back? Okay, so we got the Princess of Swords. All right, my little Princess of Swords. She is usually about communication. And as you can see in this card here, she does not really look like somebody you'd want to communicate with. She's got snakes in her hair. She's holding a sword up. She's got a glare on her face. So those of you who are wanting someone new in your life, wanting things to maybe change, even financially, you're just looking for a change all around in your life, you need to start by looking in the mirror, okay? And really look and see how you are projecting yourself into the world. As you can see, she's got wings here. This woman is some kind of angel, but she's also some kind of, she's got something on her here that's making her not quite herself. So it's time to look in the mirror and have a check-in and ask yourself, you know, why is my sword still up? The war's over. Why is my sword still up? You know, why am I coming off this abrasive and this harsh? You're probably not meaning to, but it's time to take a look at that and, you know, maybe look in the mirror. See, do you have resting bitch face? Are you, you know, how are you guarding yourself? What kind of front are you putting up here? Okay, I just want you to have a check-in and see, you know, see your energy. See it for what it is. Okay, take the steps necessary to, no, I'm not saying be more welcoming. I mean, not, you know, people you don't know, but maybe just kind of work on your attitude a little bit. I think this is what Spirit's trying to say. So, and we got, oh, interesting. Okay, so what is holding us back came up again in this deck, the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit is, you know, definitely about going inside of yourself and finding the light within. It is, of course, that sage, that wise person. It can also indicate, when I pull the Hermit, it can indicate maybe it's time to just take a time out. Okay, from everything. If life and, you know, the things that you've been through over the last 6 months have got you in this energy where you're very guarded, you're like, you know, at anybody who tries to look at you, that needs to be examined, because that's not a healthy energy to be in. Okay, this woman needs to feel safe enough to put her sword down. So there's some kind of internal struggle going on here collectively where there's a guard up. Okay, so this is what we are being asked to look at. We are being told this is what is keeping us, I guess, from advancing and moving forward in our ascension journey, if you will. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these cards once again. Okay, so we picked up this Seven of Pentacles energy here. I feel like this is talking about our money, how we're just, we're spending it maybe faster than it can grow and replace itself. I see these roots here ripping money up by the roots before it's matured. I'm seeing somebody here that's way overspending, that's trying to give themselves a certain image, but really they're like this on the inside. So it's like, oh, I'm good, everything's fine, but no, you're not good. Everything's not okay. You're just projecting that to the world because you're really hurt and you're scared and you don't know what to do. It's time to go within, okay? Not only to go within and kind of fight your own demons and face those demons, okay? Face what is holding you back. Face what is keeping you in this stuck energy. But also, like the other card said, seek wise counsel, okay? Always. I mean, I think that's one of the hardest things to do, is to admit when maybe your way isn't working, to admit when you need help, or to ask for support. These are some of the toughest lessons and hardest things for us to do as humans. It is not easy to do that, but this is kind of where things are pointing to me in this reading, is that somebody out here is projecting a certain image, but they're really struggling inside, and we need to have a check-in. Okay, and we got the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords usually for me is about a truth being revealed, a truth coming out, and that could be outside of us or within us. Perhaps some personal truths are being revealed to us. And I think for many of us, we're kind of, as we go along here and we move through these energies, we are kind of finding out, slowly but surely, areas that we all still need to work on. Those of us that have gone through, traumatic experiences, those of us who have been through abuse, those who have survived narcissism, who have, just completely been devastated and, fucked over, they're going to be in this energy. And, guys, myself included, okay? Myself included. I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse, and it's taken me a really, really long time to even let anyone new into my life. So, that's something that I'm struggling with personally. So I know, like, if I'm going through that on my little, micro level, I know that you are also going through that too, because we are a collective. We are, humanity has like a collective soul. This is the energy that I tap into, every time I do a reading. And I know that whatever I'm kind of struggling with, I know that, many others are kind of going through the same thing. It's about like letting people in. It's about letting that guard down, letting your sword down, realizing that, the war is over and there's no need to have your sword anymore. And if you still feel like you need your sword up, then that is your own demons that are still kind of taunting and torturing you. Okay, and let me talk about demons for just a second, okay? You guys know I'm an ordained minister. I am not a Christian minister, by the way. I'm a pagan witch, so I'm very different in my views on any kind of, religion, spirituality. I would call myself definitely spiritual rather than religious. But the point I wanted to make is that my particular form of belief system believes that we can definitely get nasty little critters from the spiritual world in the form of attachments. And let me show you, there's a card on here that always tells me when there is an attachment on someone. Let's see if the deck will let me find it. Signs that you have an attachment are going to vary, but I want to tell you right now that spiritual entity attachment is probably the number 2 reason that people actually come to see me, but they don't know that's what's wrong. They only know that they, maybe a month ago started not feeling like themselves. They started craving, drugs or alcohol or sex or gambling just out of nowhere, or overeating. It could be anything. Anybody can get addicted to anything, right? So it's an addictive energy. It's also a depressive energy and a sad energy when you get one of these lost souls that has latched onto your auric field. They're actually feeding on you. They're eating your etheric energy to stay in the state between life and death. And so what that means for the dead person is that the dead person's on you, okay? They're in your energy and you don't know it, but you may find yourself acting like the person. You may find yourself with the same mannerisms as this person, and it may or may not be someone you know. I mean, I've seen entity attachments happen in a grocery store. There's demonic possessions happening at Walmart. I mean, this stuff is everywhere. But the point is that an attachment can happen to anyone at any time. And this is because most of us are running around with holes, rips and tears in our aura. And when you have holes, rips and tears in your auric field, stuff is going to get in, okay? Including dead people and including, sometimes demonic entities too. But that is much, much more rare. I personally have only ever dealt with like one demonic entity attachment in all the years that I've been doing this. So, I don't want you guys to get freaked out or scared or think that, oh my God, I've got a demon on me. But this is the card that I usually pull if somebody's got an attachment. Okay, do you see that? You see how many swords are in this person and that pain that they're in? Okay, this is what the demonic entities use to access your energy. They use your own demons against you. Whatever, you tell yourself you suck, you're ugly, you're fat, I hate you, to yourself in the mirror, right? These demonic entities are like, ooh, did you hear that? Ooh, you see that hole? Ooh, I'm coming in. Boom. And then they're on you. It's as simple as that. And over time, your mood will start changing. You could even develop, signs and symptoms of schizophrenia. The list goes on and on. I did make a video about attachments. I suggest that if you want to learn more about spirit attachments, please go see that video. And of course, if you have any, further questions on that, always reach out to me. I'll put my, contact information below for you. All right, so let's go ahead and put that away. And I wanted to get a message for you guys. I felt called to pull this Miss of Avalon Oracle. Okay, Miss of Avalon. We're going to see what Avalon has to say to us at this time. I feel like most of you can kind of see what needs to happen here, what you need to do, what needs to be done, but it's the action part, okay, that is hard for you to maybe manage. So I want you to really take a look at that, because inaction is actually making a decision. And you need to realize that you can only sit in limbo for so long. You can only juggle things for so long. I want you guys to really let go of anything that is no longer making you happy. And yes, that would be a marriage. That would be, anything that a job, anything that's killing your soul. The universe is now asking you to leave that. Okay. Now we're going to go into the Avalon. Okay, what do you have to say to my collective viewing audience? My beautiful soul family. Okay, we got Saradwin. Transformation and inspiration. Saradwin. These are all of the characters from King Arthur and Camelot. Okay, I'm just going to lower you down so you can see the card. And she is number 29. Okay, let me get my glasses here. Okay. Bear with me here. Let me find. Okay, so Saradwin. Inspiration, creativity, transformation, and rebirth. Surrender yourself to the flow of life and allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark as your destiny unfolds. Connect with your divine inner knowing and ask what your soul is calling for you to be and to do. Take a creative direction and transform yourself and your world into something or someone new. Be confident, express your talent, and let your light shine. Cool. Isn't that just exactly what this reading was just kind of saying? There is no greater champion of transformation than Saradwin. She spent time perfecting her brew in the cauldron that gives the gifts of knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration to those who seek it. It was known by the ancient Celts as Awen. Sometimes we are given gifts from our psyche unexpectedly, as was given the servant boy, Gwayan, when he licked the 3 drops from the cauldron of Saradwin. When it comes to us by chance, we must be ready to accept it, and the only way that we can do this is to transform, to be reborn into someone new, so that we can truly live out these gifts. Live out these gifts. You encounter the card of Saradwin when you are about to take a creative direction. When you finally decide it's time to take up some art, to join a choir, create crafts, a dress, a quilt, write that novel or book, or write poetry that you've always wanted to write, do an interior design course, or get a master's degree in fairy tale studies. The possibilities are endless. Saradwin gives you the courage to follow through with the deal that you have made with yourself. Do you run away from something that's calling to you from deep within? Do you stay in a job, a relationship, or any situation that is not serving you and your greatest calling? When Gwayan the servant boy ran, the goddess Saradwin followed, and when he changed shape, so did she, until he turned into a grain, and as a hen she then ate him up. Creativity, wisdom, inspiration, and simply a new way of being and living will find you, no matter how much you try to disguise yourself. Now is the time for your transformation. And the mantra for this card is, I am open to stepping into the unknown. Wow, God, I love this deck so much. When I first started reading, when I jumped in and started doing professional tarot card readings, I always followed with the Mists of Avalon Oracle. And I'll be damned if every tarot reading that I did with this deck, it comes up and sums up the reading perfectly. Are you going to stay in that relationship that, kills you, that eats away at your soul? that's, not serving you, not serving the other person, weighing you both down? Is that fair? It's not really fair. Are you going to stay in that shit job that you can barely drag yourself to? You hate getting up in the morning. You just hate it. That's no way to live either. I think that the universe is asking us all right now to be very, very brave in stepping into the unknown. No matter how much we try to fight this, no matter how much we try to resist change, change is always going to be upon us. Change is something that we can always count on in this world. And for those who do not deal well with change, I'm sorry, then you're not dealing well with living on Earth, because Earth is all about change, and it's adapting to that change. And it's, what we do with what we are given that makes all of the difference. I know for myself, I've been a pretty lucky girl. I have been gifted an opportunity now that I still can't quite even, believe, I guess, that it's real. When you've been abused and you have been mentally and emotionally tortured by someone, it's really hard when somebody good comes along. It's really hard to trust them. And it's really hard to, trust that, I guess the war's over. Like that Princess of Swords, she had her, sword up, just ready to attack, always on guard. This is the energy that we're being asked to step out of now. We are being asked to lay our swords down. We are, for those of us who have done the work, okay, we've done purging our shadows. We're, working on being the healthiest version of ourselves that we can. I think that now is the time that we are about to take a huge step up in our evolution. And in order to do that, in order to go the next level, into, fourth, fifth dimension, we're being asked to just let go. We've got to let go of all of that shit from the past. And we've got to close the door and nail that coffin shut, because we can't have stuff from our past, barfing up and, spoiling our future. You cannot move forward on old energy. It has to be new energy. So I want to ask you guys, what do you need to let go of? What is that one thing that is holding you back? It could be a habit. It could be, it could be still smoking, could be drinking, could be, eating, too many sweets, whatever that is for you. It could also be an attitude. It could just be a deep rooted sense of, fear, and you're not sure where that's coming from. That's when you need to go seek wise counsel. If you've got stuff that is affecting your relationships, your current relationships that are good relationships, and you're bringing, energy from the past into your new relationships, it's time to go see somebody. It's time to go see somebody and just, talk it out. It's time to do some healing. And very, very likely it's time to start working on those lower 3 chakras. As a Reiki healer, I can tell you that when I feel especially the root chakra, I can tell if you've been abused or not. Without you saying anything, I can feel traumatized root chakra. And for people that have, symptoms like that in their chakra, where it's really blocked and it won't move, and it's just like chakras should all spin and flow in this smooth, beautiful, like liquid light, energy. They flow and they spin all around your body. But when I see, I'm feeling a chakra and it's going like that, and it's just doesn't want to spin, and it's just shaking and shuddering like this, that's somebody that's been abused. And that's somebody who doesn't trust. That's somebody that has had some major trauma. And when you have had major trauma in your life and you have not resolved it, you have not healed it, you have not shed light on the dark, horrible things that have happened to you, that is exactly what the demons want. That is exactly what will keep you in illness. And it is that, keeping things hidden, keeping things secret, that keeps you in illness. Okay, as your shaman, what keeps you sick is your secrets. And this is what the demonic and the negative entities will use against you every single time. So I really want you guys to, kind of start looking at some stuff. Look at, even if, you don't remember, but you have this sense of maybe you get panic attacks and you don't know why. That's your body trying to tell you, hey, there's something here that, we need to work on. So I encourage all of you to start, doing some journaling, going in and, taking a deep look. Be the hermit, okay? Be the hermit. Take a look. Look at your past and look at maybe your past relationships. Maybe make a list of all of the things, the traumatic things that have happened to you. And as you're writing this list, okay, I want you to see how you feel. How you feel after you write down that thing that happened to you. How do you feel? Are you still getting emotional? Is it like you're right back there again? If so, you very likely, have some kind of PTSD going on. And definitely, if you're getting triggered by just talking about it or writing it out, that is exactly what needs to be looked at, addressed, and, start the beginnings of healing that for yourself. And of course, guys, I am always here. I'm available for distance healings, distance readings, whatever you need. I am here to help guide you, to help show you, help educate you, and teach you on spirituality. My spirituality is, very individual for me. Yours will be individual for you. But this is a place and a space that we can all kind of, connect and hopefully grow and learn. I'm hoping that I can, pass on some of the things that I have learned in my years as a healer and a shaman. And I look forward to, making more videos, and not sure what the next one will be, but we'll just find out when it gets there. I do have a new tarot deck that I ordered, so I'm really interested to do a reading when that comes. I actually ordered it's called the Occult Tarot, and this is a tarot deck that is based on angels and demons. And so my readings, once I get this deck, will be a little bit different. I'm going to start asking the cards what demonic attachments are affecting the collective. So that should make things a little bit more spicy around here. But anyway, if you guys have any topics that you would like me to discuss, any things that you would like to learn, please share with me. Write it in the comment below what you would like to see me make a video on. Okay, there's a lot of topics that we can discuss here. I can't go live yet, but once I'm able to go live, we're definitely going to do that. But until then, I would like to see, what do you guys want to learn? I mean, there's a lot of people teaching tarot out there, so I'm not going to do that. I would really like to maybe go into more of the galactics, the Galactic Federation of Light, maybe into star seeds, and, souls that are not born on Earth. We could talk about that. We could also, talk about, magical tools, crystals. There's so much of that out there already, though. I would definitely like to do a meditation for you guys sometime on meeting your dragon guides. So look for that soon. I'm really wanting to teach everyone I can about working with the dragon energy and how powerful it is and how you can transform your life with it. So anyway, until next time, guys, take good care, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will be back with another video soon. happy new moon in Sagittarius. Be sure to release all that no longer serves you, from relationships to jobs to attitudes to, even attitudes about yourself and the way you treat yourself. Something is demanding change at this time. So it's up to you to figure out what that is. But I can guarantee you, once you start beginning to release all of this dark crap, you're going to feel great. So have a great Thanksgiving, everybody, and I'll be back with another video soon. Take care.